It's compression, Jim, but not as we know it. Getting a lead vocal track to sit up front in a mix isn't always a walk in the park, especially if you're working with a vocalist who hasn't, let's say, got the best microphone technique or control over their dynamics. Let me give you an example of what I'm on about. In this vocal performance, you'll hear a wide range of dynamics, from super loud overpowering bursts through to softer areas in the melody that struggle to cut through the music.
Now you're blood and we share each other like two lovers should. Now you're blood, if I had to take a bullet for you, then baby I would. Now you're blood.
Now, it's these kinds of dynamic peaks and troughs that make it incredibly difficult for us to set an overall level for the vocals at the fader in the mix. This is where compression comes into play, as it clamps down on loud dynamic moments in sound, which, as a result, should bring up and strengthen softer areas in a performance. But getting vocal dynamics to sound consistent with compression can be a bit hit and miss. If you dial in too much, compression can easily suck the life and soul out of a performance, whereas not dialing in enough will fail to clamp down on the stronger moments or reinforce the lower level areas.
Now you're blood and we share each other like two lovers should. Now you're blood, if I had to take a bullet for you, then baby I would. Now you're blood. Now you're blood and we share each other like two lovers should. Now you're blood, if I had to take a bullet for you, then baby I would. Now you're blood.
Not only that, but setting attack and release times on vocal compressors can be a touch confusing, especially if your ear isn't quite tuned in to those kind of details. So if using one compressor on a vocal can either compress too much or not enough, you can always try double bagging your compressors in series, so running one compressor into another. Lots of engineers do this to get upfront vocals. Let me give you an example of this in action. Using a super fast FET compressor running into a lazier style optical compressor. The FET will catch the peaks in the performance, leaving the optical compressor to gently level out the overall energy. It works well. Take a listen.
Now you're blood and we share each other like two lovers should. Now you're blood, if I had to take a bullet for you, then baby I would. Now you're blood.
But what if I were to tell you there's an alternative way of double bagging vocal compression for leveling dynamics that's simpler, all within one plugin, in my opinion, sounds way more transparent than what I've just shown you, and can be set in fewer than 3 clicks of your mouse? I thought that would tickle your fancy. Now, before I show you what plugin this is, first, let's take a listen to what it can do on this vocal.
Now you're blood and we share each other like two lovers should. Now you're blood, if I had to take a bullet for you, then baby I would. Now you're blood. Now you're blood and we share each other like two lovers should. Now you're blood, if I had to take a bullet for you, then baby I would. Now you're blood.
I don't know about you, but I much prefer how this mystery plugin goes about leveling the dynamics of this vocal. It's compression, Jim, but not as we know it. Now, before I reveal which plugin this is, please do take this opportunity to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell to stay up to date with all future tips, tricks and tutorials that will help improve your mixing and production skills from Waves Audio. Now for the big reveal. In this video, I'm going to show you the simplest way to set any vocal in a mix with compression using Waves MV2, a dynamics plugin with 2 compressor styles built in for the price of 1. Using a blend of these 2 controls is an amazing way to transparently compress and level vocals that have wide dynamic ranges without any guesswork to get there. We've got a high-level compression fader that functions like any traditional compressor, being when signal passes a threshold, strong peak material gets attenuated. And a low-level compression fader that works in an opposite way to how we understand compression. This is MV2's secret sauce. With the low-level control, when signal falls below a certain threshold instead of above, sound is compressed upwards, which is a fantastic way to get additional gain and reinforcement in softer areas of a performance, such as those softer dynamic words we heard in the vocal example earlier that were getting buried in the mix.
Now you're blood and we share each other like two lovers should. Now you're blood, if I had for you, then baby I would. Now you're blood. Now you're blood and we share each other like two lovers should. Now you're blood, if I had to take a bullet for you, then baby I would. Now you're blood.
Let's now set up MV2 on a few more vocal examples.
I don't believe in destiny, but since you're here, I got a passport in my hand. I don't believe in destiny, but since you're here, I got a passport in my hand.
Riding, gliding high, so smooth, so true. Our beauty so pure. There is a cure for all of our sickness. Heat gets higher. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Riding, gliding high, but so smooth, so true. Our beauty so pure. There is a cure for all of our sickness. Heat gets higher. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Personally, I consider MV2 a hidden treasure in Wave's vast plugin catalogue, and you should too. Let's put it this way, MV2 is one of those quirky kind of plugins you'll use a couple of times to see if it's any good, and then you'll quickly find that you've promoted it to your go-to desert island plugins that you'll refuse to work without. But hey, that's just my opinion. Give it a try for yourself and let me know in the comments below if you agree. For more information on Wave's MV2 and to grab the free trial, do click that link in the description below. As always, thanks for spending a few minutes with me today. It's always appreciated. And I hope you guys got something from this as well. Now, get back to making some music and I'll see you again soon. Visit waves.com/MV2 to grab your free trial today.